Hurricane Ekin-Su is about to go down, guys. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new here. My name is Ngozi and welcome. We're going to be reviewing Love Island episode 16 today. So obviously it starts off in the morning. Jax and Paige are back from the hideaway and they're saying nothing went on, but we all saw that something went on. But you know, to be honest, it's not everything that you have to be telling people, especially when it comes to your bed activities. Not everybody needs to know what's going down. So I like that Jax didn't go to spill the beans, because I can imagine Paige probably doesn't want to spill the beans, but I doubt that they did do the full home run. I just don't, there's not, I mean, I don't like when people are like, oh, I don't think that she's that type of girl that will go the home run, because it's not like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to explore with someone physically, but Paige just doesn't strike me as someone who would go the full way this quickly. And even if she did, no shame, that's fine, but I don't think they did the whole thing, if you guys catch my drift. But yeah, I like that they both just didn't talk about it, because it's nobody's business really. They're two adults. So we move on. Antigoni is here. People already butchering her name. People always do this. They did this with Arabella, with anyone who has anything that seems like a complicated name, they do it. But to be fair, with her, I guess it does sound a lot like Antigonist, so people are gonna obviously make fun of her name. It's just a given. So Antigoni is here. The first boys to see her are Davide, Jay, and Dami. They seem so excited. Dami literally runs into the villa out of excitement. I can imagine for them it's exciting, because imagine just waking up and not expecting it, because with the bombshells, they have different ways that they enter. Sometimes it's at night, sometimes it's at morning, sometimes it's during a challenge. So I don't blame them for being like, you know, super excited. It's just exciting to see a new face. I can imagine. Already, I have to say, I love Antigoni's vibe. She's giving relax, cool, beach, no drama type of vibes, and I didn't think she would be the way she was, but you know, I do think she has a nice vibe. So obviously she's Greek. I already think that Davide would be into her just from the get-go when I saw her before they even had a chat. And sorry, these boys are so funny. How can Davide say she looks like she has good values? You've known the girl 3 seconds. Guys will say anything when they're interested in a girl. They will say anything. They're already talking about, she's the sort of girl you want to bring home to your mom. You guys have known her 3 seconds, but you know, I kind of get it. She does have a nurturing vibe, I would say. You can, energy is so loud and you can feel it even through the screen. So how much more for them who was there in person, because usually with bombshells, Twitter like cussing them out, but on Twitter right now people are loving up Antigoni. So I get why they will be feeling that way, but I just felt like it was just a lot. They were doing too much, talking about how she's wifey material, all of that, but you know, that's just boys for you. I think Danica and Ekin-Su should be worried straight from the bat, because really and truly Danica has nobody in there, and Ekin's guy is being, you know, being swayed. But we're going to talk about Ekin more as we go on. So Davide is feeling already talking about that she want him to make her coffee, already doing things that he never did for Ekin. It is funny. So obviously, like everyone, she says she doesn't have a type and her exes all look the same, that she just wants someone with personality and charisma. I think that's always the best answer when you go in there. You don't want to give too much away so that people won't be like, oh, but you said this was your type, but you said that was your type. It's better to just be like, listen, I don't have a type, so that you can get to know anyone. And one thing she said that her last relationship was for 9 years. Honestly, people who have those long relationships, I don't know how they do it, and she's 26. So she was probably like, let's say she was 17 and it ended like a year ago. That's a long time. That's a whole freaking, like, your formative years into a relationship. People who were dating for 10 years, I don't know how they do it. I just think it's a lot. It's too long for me, but you know, each to their own. So the girls are already so receptive of Antigoni. People on Twitter were saying that how come they were so receptive to her and not Danica. And to be fair, guys, with Danica, the energy she came with was very different to the energy that Antigoni came with. With Danica, she came with, I'm going to take your man type of energy. I'm going to step on toes kind of energy. So she came very, I'm not even going to lie, even me, I was thinking she's doing a lot. Antigoni came in, chilled vibes. That's the thing, the way you act, people are going to be receptive towards it. I do think that when the Danica came in, the girls, especially Amber, they were just really not feeling her already. They were like, oh, she's pissing me off already. But with Antigoni, they want to show her around. They're loving her. They're complimenting her. But it's because they came with different energy. So that's why it's so different. It's nothing to do with how they look or whatever. It's just their energies. So obviously Antigoni is getting on with the girls nicely, which is good. She's already fitting in. People on the villa, they're already butchering her name, and off the bat she's feeling Jay. She thinks Davide is attractive. So obviously Jay talks about how he's thinking of chatting to Paige, but he doesn't know, because obviously Paige and Jax have just gone into the hideaway, and he's saying that he doesn't think it will be a good time to get to know Paige. To be fair, he did say that he wanted to get to know Paige like yesterday, so I guess that's where that came from, and he said that before he knew that they were going into hideaway together. It's not a good time. And obviously Jay's feeling Antigoni as well. And also Luca also mentioned that on the outside Antigoni would be his type, but Luca's acting like he's married off to Gemma and nobody can turn his head and blah blah blah. I honestly, Luca and Gemma, I find them a bit boring. Good for them that they like each other, but yeah, there's not much to say really with that. Ekin is already stressing, and she goes to Gemma for advice, and Gemma's like, oh, you have nothing to worry about, because if he sways, that means you guys weren't meant to be. And that's just, that's all she can say, to be honest. What is there to say in that situation? And so I was saying, like, Love Island is a crazy place. Like, imagine going on a date with 3 guys and each one are just coming in rotation and the 2 guys are watching you. So Antigoni gets a text. She can choose 3 guys. She chooses Davide, Jay, and Dami. I thought she would choose Davide, Jay, and someone like Jax or Luca, but obviously, you know, Dami, she liked the look of Dami and his energy. And straight from the bat, I was like, oh, I just hope she and Dami don't vibe, because I just kind of love Dami in India. But yeah, that's what I was thinking at the first start. And I feel like the first day was with Davide and Antigoni. I felt like I was already seeing a different side to Davide. He seemed very relaxed. He seemed very like wanted to talk. He was talking about teaching her Italian. He hasn't taught any of the girls Italian since he's been there. Well, not that we've seen anyway. So already Davide is being receptive. He's opening his mind up to see to get to know her. He already said that she's not his usual type. He likes brunettes, but obviously she's pretty. You can't deny that. So obviously he is, you know, open to getting to know her. And so yeah, they're dating and whatnot. There's a little bit of something there, but not much. Next is Dami. I love that Dami talked about India during their date. They kind of just friend zoned each other, and I kind of like that, because it just shows that he is quite down for India and he didn't allow this like sway him. So I think it's good that they just kind of friend zoned each other. We didn't need to see which I just didn't want India and Dami to be being in chaos this early on, like they just got together. Anyways, Andrew said that Antigoni is basically Ekin-Su's karma, which is true. I love Ekin-Su, but I can admit it is true. It is a little bit of karma, because she just sacked off Davide and now the guy she's with is looking somewhere else. So a little bit, it is true. It's her karma, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought Jay and Antigoni had chemistry. The way they were like looking at each other, talking about each other, they most definitely had chemistry. But also when they came back from the date, Davide's teasing Ekin. He's like, oh, you should have seen the kiss between Antigoni and Jay. Obviously that's a lie. I don't even know why she bothered to even ask Antigoni. Obviously he was just taking the piss. Why would she kiss anyone on the first date in Love Island? It's just too risky, because you want to get to know other people. But he was just winding her up, and that definitely got into her head. So one thing I'm gonna say, I think it's a bit unfair that Danica didn't get a chance to go on a date. They literally used Danica as a filler. They brought her in just so that two people will get dumped. So they brought her in just no actually that's not when people got dumped. When they brought her in, she chose Luca, and I think they just brought her in for the drama that never happened. We were thinking that she would choose Luca so that Gemma would choose Jax, and then there'll be tension between Luca and Gemma, but that literally didn't happen. So I kind of feel bad for her, because I feel like it would have been nice if she got, usually bombshells get to pick who they want to go on a date with. She just had a recoupling, which was very unusual. So they definitely just used her for the drama, but it is what it is. It's kind of sad, but she definitely has been dealt a bad hand in Love Island. So there's a party and there's a new boy. I think it's very soon for there to be a new boy, but I mean, it's Love Island. Things are unpredictable in there, I guess. New boy's called Charlie. Ekin, as always, in true Ekin-Su fashion, is already flirting with Charlie, talking about, oh, I'm 28. Oh, I'm like, you know how she is. Even the boys are like, oh, Ekin's got a good chat. Of course, she's going to be talking. So Ekin-Su definitely has game. We've always known that she had game, but I just think it's just classic, true Ekin-Su fashion, already flirting with the new guy. And honestly, Ekin-Su, she's just a drama queen. Like, I love her, but we're smart. We know she's not feeling Jay. Like, she's like, oh, I've already caught feelings for him. Nah, you're ready to if Jay is moving mad and there's a new guy, this guy, I feel like they literally brought this guy for Ekin-Su. I don't know if he's going to be interested in her. That will be interesting to see who the new guy is interested in. But already Ekin's flirting with the new guy like I expected her to. And you know what? As she should, because listen, Ekin-Su, I want her to be in that villa. I'm not ready to see Ekin-Su go anytime soon. So Danica is obviously trying to be like, trying to crack on with the new boy, because her place there, I'm not gonna lie, her place in that villa is definitely shaky. It's definitely shaky. And one thing I noticed is towards the end, the boys just look so sad. I don't know why. Like when the episode was ending, before they showed the last night preview, Jax looked a bit like worn out. They just looked so sad and just, I don't even know why, but maybe they were just drained and they were just tired, or they were just like, oh, not again. But I definitely noticed that there was a weird energy shift. So we saw a little preview of tomorrow night, and Hurricane Ekin-Su has finally unleashed. What she's saying is true. Absolutely, Jay is a game player, but he is just as much as a game player as her. I think Ekin-Su and Jay are each other's match in terms of playing a game. We obviously know Ekin-Su is playing a game, but we're here for it because it's entertaining. But so is Jay. Jay clearly in this episode is trying to get to know Paige, because she's like, why are you trying to get to know Paige? You're embarrassing yourself. You deserve an Oscar. So this is a huge thing. But I'm really interested to see if who new boy is going to be interested with. I hope he's interested in Ekin-Su, just so that she'll be able to be in there for longer. I have no idea who's the new boy going to be feeling, but yeah, this episode was kind of a lull. I wanted to see more of Dami and India, but I guess they weren't going to show us that because they showed us them yesterday. So I guess they have to, give the screen time to other people. But yeah, it was a lot, but I think it was good. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night, guys. I really don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I need to see how things progress. But what do you guys think of the new girl? What do you guys think of the new boy? What do you think of Ekin-Su and Jay drama? And yeah, just the whole episode. Let me know what you guys think of this review. As always, let me know what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and make sure you drop a comment, and I will most definitely reply. Bye guys, see you tomorrow.